So we're going to begin with going to a website, and this is noodlies.com.au, which is one of my and a client in Australia who does food blogging. So noodlies.com.au/wp-admin. So for your own website, you would replace the noodlies.com.au with your own domain, but you would always use the wp-admin part. So I'm going to go ahead and log in to WordPress, and this is going to take me to the administration panel. So in this example, we're going to go ahead and post a new blog entry. So I'm going to go ahead and go to post over here on the left, and you're going to see it slides open. And if I wanted to view my posts, I can click on posts, and I'll see a list of all of my blogs. And if you kind of hover over the name, it'll show you where you can edit or trash it. It'll show you the category that it's in right here, and this one doesn't have a category. It'll show you all the different tags or keywords over here. It'll show you if there's any comments, and this entry does not have any comments. And then it'll also show you if you have the SEO plugin, if this page is indexable by the search engines, and it is. And then the date. It was published on May 26, 2011. So I'm going to go ahead actually and make a new entry, which you can do up here by add new from the post page, or add new on the left column. So once you click add new, WordPress is going to load what's called the editor, and there's a visual editor, or WYSIWYG. What you see is what you get, where it's kind of like a text editor, maybe using Microsoft Office, or you can do HTML, which is where you can actually type in code. So for simplicity, I recommend just using the visual editor. So that's the body of the blog, and now I'm going to give it a title, sample blog. I'm going to choose a category over here on the right hand side, and you can choose multiple categories or no category, but for simplicity and organization, I always recommend choosing a category. So let's call this International and Thailand. Down here under post tags, this is where you add keywords. So you can add them individually, or you can use commas. So I'm going to do dog, fox, jumped, story. So next we're going to go down here and go to set featured image, and this is where we choose the featured image for this blog entry. A lot of the themes use a thumbnail image to represent every blog, which not only lets you showcase images or portfolio items, but also makes your blog look more aesthetically pleasing, and also helps your search engine significance. So I'm going to go ahead and set featured image, and I'm going to get this cool little overlay, which is the media browser in WordPress, which allows you to put videos or music or really any file. And I'm going to go ahead and select files. I'm going to scroll down here and choose the pictures folder, and this will be similar on Windows. It'll look a little bit different, but same thing. And I'm going to just go ahead and choose a random image, so wallpaper, and open. And this is wallpaper, just a generic image, and for the sake of our tutorial. So WordPress is going to upload it and then crunch it. That means it's being cropped to fit your theme. So here you should give it a title, so let's call it sample wallpaper. Alternate text in case it doesn't load for some reason. So sample wallpaper image, and this will also show anybody that has accessibility issues, like they're blind or hard of seeing, or they're using any kind of software to help them. This would read it out to them what the image is. You can also add a description down here, which would be good for the search engines, and again for anyone with accessibility issues. And then we're going to do use as featured image, and this will associate it as a thumbnail. And I'm just going to go ahead and close out of this. I'm going to scroll down a little bit, and again, if you have the SEO plugin, this is where you can change the keywords for this specific post. You can give it a different title, or you can put a meta description. And then you can look at your analysis for the different search engines. So once we've done all of this, we can go ahead and publish, and then it will go live. Some other things you can do, these little buttons up here, they do different actions. So say we wanted to make quick Sly Fox bold, you can highlight it and then click B, and then I'll make it bold. If we go over to HTML, you'll see that it inserted the HTML code for bold. Now if we go back and say we wanted to italicize over, go ahead and click the little I symbol and it'll italicize it. And say now that we wanted to put another paragraph and we wanted to align it to the center. So I'm going to go ahead and type the center paragraph. Go ahead and select the paragraph and click center. Another option too is block quotes. So we're going to go ahead and go back to the left and say you were quoting an article somewhere and you wanted to make it look a little bit different. We're going to go ahead and the quoted article goes here. Go ahead and select it all and then block quote. And that will just kind of, for your purposes here, it will just make it look indented, but most likely your theme will have something different in it for block quotes, which will definitely emphasize this and make it stand out a little bit. So I'm going to just hit down one line and click block quote again to undo it. Say I wanted to insert a picture now. We have these buttons up here where it says upload insert, which are for inserting different media. So you can see this looks like a picture, a movie, a sound clip, and everything else. And if you hover, it'll give you a description. So we're going to go to add an image. And kind of like we did for the featured image, we're going to go to select files and choose a file to attach. So I'm going to go ahead and choose this one, which is a painting that my friend drew, and click open. And it's going to upload. And yours will probably be a little bit faster than this. And again, we're going to go to the title, description, etc. for this image. And then we can change some other settings. For instance, how big it is, how we want to crop it, if there's any keywords or a caption. And then we're going to do insert and post. So while we're waiting for the crunching, banana photo, blah blah testing, and we want to align it to the left so that text will go around it, kind of like this little picture right here. And then insert into post. So now if we click to the left, you'll see your cursor is now by the image, and we can do this image is a photo of my banana art piece. So now when this goes live, it'll actually kind of wrap around the image. If you have a whole block of text, it would keep going down. So now say we wanted to see what this looks like live on the internet. We're going to go ahead and hit preview, and it will open another page with a preview. So on this Newly's theme, they have a plugin that shows similar posts and social media, and notice how those are also kind of wrapping around the image. So you'll want to be careful of that. So this looks how we want it to. This is centered, this is quoted, etc. So I'm going to just go ahead and close this out and delete this. And this concludes our tutorial on the basics of posting to WordPress. If you have any questions, please drop me an email at any time and we can clarify any issues.